So part of God's wisdom is to use people who dislike you to announce you in a strange way. I'm telling you. Never get worried, agitated, shaking, shivering. Just sit down and relax. He said, the Lord said to my Lord, sit at my right hand side till I make your enemies your footstool. When God is busy, your posture should be seated. Don't stretch. I say, what's he doing? Sit. What should I do while sitting? Sip some zobo. Do you know what that means? That's hibiscus juice, right? The one made from Taraba. Sip it. Pay attention. I've told you. Look at the book of Daniel, chapter number 1. What made sense was that, in fact, the event in Daniel 1 is something I will share testimony about in our generation. That, praise Master Jesus. They came to our village and kidnapped all of us only for me to get to the palace of the king and find favor. And they were giving me food. They were serving me wine. Meanwhile, that's not God's wisdom. You could go and say, you will not believe favor. The moment they saw me like this, you all started serving us food. We are eating at the same table with Nebuchadnezzar. Daniel looked at it and proposed in his heart, this food is defilement. I will not defile myself with the king's portion. So he decided to eat vegetable and water. Now listen, you can say it is risky to follow God if at the end of the day they were better. See, I say this under God. Years back when God gave me the instruction to wait on him, and waiting was taking 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, and all that. Oh, nothing forged you like waiting. Waiting is a furnace. Gentle but aggressive.
Yes, sir.
Let me tell you something. You want to know how dangerous waiting is? Somebody has offended. Call the person. Stand in your presence. Look at the person. You are not saying a word. Just look at the person. You look at the person. You shake your head. Then, by himself, start talking. Say, actually, it's not like we can come. I myself, I just said it too. Because once you are waiting, you start spilling. He said, when I led you to pass through the wilderness, he said, it is to know what is in your heart. How will you know what is in your? You will say it. In the course of waiting, by yourself, you will spill the reason why you are waiting. Say, when I'm waiting, I thought God would have given you. You will start confessing. Now it's not what is in your heart. And now that you are spilled what is in your, it's time to now repair that heart. And that heart is not going to be repaired with promises, but with more waiting. You think as you mature, God is going to be talking all the time and say, become the way that person look at you and is now I give you so and so grace for where? He's not going to say that. As a matter of fact, when Jesus was on the cross, the only cry he had was that, Father, I can't be on this cross and you to turn your back. That was the posture of God. Will you still be crucified or you want to change your mind? I say, angels, serve me zobo now, I'm done. What's your biggest problem? Your biggest problem in life is worry. That's your biggest problem. You can worry. It's not like we're not even but God, you see, I will praise you. Even if you don't do it, I will praise you. I will thank you all my life. Then a few seconds later, but God, this whole where are you? See, listen. God is your daddy. Tell him how you feel. Daddy, it doesn't look like it is making sense anymore. See, one thing about daddy is that daddy can accommodate. Your problem is that you are trying to pray King James prayer to a daddy who wants you to come clean. Daddy, this thing. The other day, you see as I struggle now. Easy. What are you going to do for a boy? You don't even know how much you don't take God as daddy. You believe he's God. You don't actually doubt that. If you do, you will not be in church. What you doubt is daddy. One that you can come to naked and unashamed. When you make a mistake, you don't run from daddy. You run to daddy. Because he's not waiting for you to make a mistake, then wipe you out. That's what the religion told you. Daddy is waiting for you to come back, and then he gives you strength and more strength. But that's not where I'm going. There's something that the church have neglected, and that's that hidden wisdom. And I'll tell you the reason why we neglect it. Turn your Bibles to the book of Daniel, chapter number 10. Are you still there? Boy, oh boy. So let me read from verse 1 so you can have context. In the third year, it's the person to your right and to your left. I say, are you here? You know, sometimes when you tap people, you are doing the work of a revivalist. You've revived someone. What's it, Lord? All right, so listen to what I want to show you. In the third year of Cyrus, king of Persia, a thing was revealed unto Daniel, whose name was called Belshazzar. And the thing was true, but the time appointed was long, and he understood the thing and had understanding of the vision. In those days, so we're showing us how we got the understanding now. I, Daniel, was mourning. That's fasting. You see that in Isaiah 58. Was mourning 3 full weeks. I ate no pleasant bread, neither came flesh nor wine in my mouth, neither did I anoint myself at all, till 3 whole weeks were fulfilled. And in the 24th day of the first month, I was by the side of the great river, which is Edekel. Then I lifted up my eyes and looked, and behold, a certain man, clothed in linen, whose loins were girded with fine gold of Uphaz. Of Uphaz. His body also was like the beryl, and his face has the appearance of lightning, and his eyes as lamp of fire, and his arms and feet like color to polished brass. And his voice, and the voice of his words was like the voice of multitude. I, Daniel, alone saw the vision, for the men that were with me saw not the vision, but a great quaking fell upon them, and they fled to hid themselves. Then I was left alone and saw this great vision, and there remained no strength in me, for my comeliness was turned into corruption, and I retained no strength. And yet I heard the voice of his words, and when I heard the voice of his words, then I was in deep sleep on my face, and my face to the ground. And behold, an hand touched me, and set me on my knees and upon the palm of my hand, and said to me, O Daniel, a man greatly beloved, understand the words that I speak unto you. Stand upright, for unto you am I now sent. And when he had spoken these words unto me, I stood trembling. Then said he unto me, fear not, for from the first day that thou didst set thine heart to understand, and to chasten thyself before thy God, thy words were heard, and I am come to thy words. But the prince of the kingdom of Persia withstood me. Wait, what was Daniel praying for? Understanding. The highest level of attack can come when you are asking for insight. Pay attention. You have been taught to think that demons are supposed to recognize and fight when you're about to get a contract you've not gotten before, or when you're about to do what nobody has done in your family before, or when you're about, listen to what I'm saying, all those ones you are saying, they are in your pockets. The moment you are about to break into an understanding that can liberate a generation, the devil knows that people are in darkness through ignorance. He will fight the understanding. 21 days for insight. Yes, that's how well Daniel understood the purpose of wisdom. Have you ever decided to fast for wisdom? That you are fasting for light, revelation, knowledge. That's what it was. The Bible says that this wisdom is hidden wisdom. It is hidden, ordained for our glory. If it is hidden, it means you have to search it out. It is the duty of kings to conceal matter, and the pleasure of princes to search it out. So you must learn the life of investigating the mind of God for yourself, for your life, for your generation. On this matter of asking for hidden wisdom, there are things I will tell you, I could have told you, but some other time. That there are dimensions you break into because you are asking for the real thing. When last did you ever say, open my eyes of understanding that I may see? The problem is that you are too arrogant to think all you are seeing is all there is. In your mind now, you've seen all that should be seen. You don't know what's going on.